is a tremendous honor to have been asked to present our candidate for Connectional Christian Education Director. Thank you, Pastor Gallmon, for this honor. She's credentialed and meets all the denominational requirements for the job she's seeking. In other words, she's qualified to be the first female director of Christian education. She is a gifted proclaimer of the word. She is smart. She is respectful. She is talented and a creative teacher. She is energetic and hardworking. She is a phenomenal woman and woman of God.
I'm a candidate for the office of Executive Director for the Department of Christian Education. Growing up, our youth director taught us that if you wanted to have real joy, you had to know how to put Jesus first, others second, and yourself last. I've lived just long enough to understand the power of that statement.
We both drove to Utah, Alabama together to funeralize one of her members. She went the extra mile for a member who had just recently joined her church. That's the sign of a good pastor.
I want to bring joy to the Department of Christian Education by including the voice of the ostracized, the orphan, the offender, and his or her parents and family.
I was the first day of school, and I was scared to go to school, and Pastor Judge, he walked into my classroom and talked to my teacher because I was scared.
I want to bring joy to the Department of Christian Education by answering the questions that our young people and our young adults are asking.
She is thoughtful, she's deliberate, she's consecrated, and she's conscientious.
I believe I'm uniquely qualified to bring joy to the Department of Christian Education. Not because I'm an empty nester with a recent college graduate and one more in college. Not just because my parents who've been married for 56 years decided to name me Joy.
We put the Lord as part of our life from the very beginning. And that made a big impact, maybe the most impact to help us stay with the values and the kinds of things that we want to do.
What will grow more in your yard, what will grow more in your homes, what will grow the most in your life, whatever you feed the most will grow the most. I believe I'm uniquely qualified to bring joy to the Department of Christian Education. Education because I pastor Newmont Principal AME Church in Lake City, Florida. And I understand the nuances of paying the budget and funding an effective Christian education department. I believe I'm uniquely qualified to bring joy to the Department of Christian Education because I currently serve as the Director of Christian Education for the 11th Episcopal District, and at our most recent Christian Education Congress, we had 282 young people to make a confession of faith.
We have two marquee events. The Christian Education Congress is one of those marquee events, and she just does a superb job.
I believe I'm uniquely qualified to bring joy to the Department of Christian Education because I serve as the chair of the Connectional Fellowship of Church Educators, and I have a working relationship with the Connectional Ministry leaders. I believe that I am uniquely qualified to bring joy to the Department of Christian Education because I believe we should never, ever stop learning. And therefore, I'm currently a D.Admin student at Columbia Theological Seminary in Atlanta, Georgia. I believe it's time to bring joy to the Department of Christian Education. If you believe it too, please vote 282 Reverend Joy L. Gallmon for the Executive Director of the Department of Christian Education for the African Methodist Episcopal Church.
I got joy in my soul, God is in control. I got Satan on my trail, but I'm singing all is well. He's attacking every day, but I'm watching while I pray. No matter what the attack, I won't turn back. Hey, yeah. I got joy in my soul, God is in control. Sitting on my trail, but I'm singing all is well.
And one of my goals in life is to help people be the best that they can be. And if you listen to young people talk, you can hear what they're saying and in need of, even if they're not verbalizing it, their body language. And sometimes people just need somebody to hear them. And I think that's how we grow, when we hear other people's stories, when we allow other people to be heard. I think it's powerful. Everybody wants to be heard.
I think that she's conscientious, she's deliberate, she does have the capacity to make changes as necessary. She does have this capacity to listen and to adapt.
I believe that Christian education can transform people's lives. If people understood the power and the nuances of the gospel of Jesus Christ, people would live better, people would do better, the world would be a better place.
I would say that she is creative, something that I really believe in. She's respectful, she works hard, she's able to change when changes are needed in the blink of an eye.
When I'm walking through the hallways, I'm actually listening to the conversations of the young people as I'm passing by to see how they're interpreting it. It allows me to hear what they're talking about, to see where we need to shift. And I hear the language that we've been using, or I hear them discussing it. It gives me goosebumps because I know that the gospel is getting in, and that the possibility for transformation is taking place in these moments.
Allowing us to be here.
One more time, Jesus.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you for our pastor, Lord.
Pastor Gallmon is a good leader because he shows each person that comes her way, not only that she cares, but she's willing to walk with them and teach them and to show them her vision of what Christian education can and should be.
This year, the Lord has blessed us with a plethora of young people. Amen.
They're all my babies here at Mount Pisgah, and I believe that God has allowed them to become a part of this church so that we can care for them, not just on Sunday morning.
One day, we was the first day of school, and I was scared to go to school, and Pastor Joy, she walked into my classroom and talked to my teacher because I was scared.
There's something special about having somebody walk you to class on your first day. The teachers noticed, the kids noticed, and I could tell that the girls stood up a little bit taller.
My relationship with Pastor Gallmon is wonderful. She's not just my pastor, she's my second mother. She's my nurturer, and there's not a day that goes by that I don't text her, or I know that she won't text me back, or I call her and I know that she's not going to be there for me to give me not just my spiritual advice, but my motherly advice.
Miracles begin to happen when we choose to put more energy in our faith than we do in our fears. Can I tell you what will grow more in your yards, what will grow more in your homes, what will grow the most in your life? Whatever you feed the most will grow the most.
Usually when one is retired, sometimes people forget you. Joy has been the kind of person. She's always encouraging. She invites you to share your own ministry. And that makes those of us who have retired feel comfortable and welcome.
Pastor Joy has also brought the community together. I think we had something called Holy Week here not long ago during the Easter season. And she was very instrumental in getting that done by bringing other ministers together, something that had not been done in a long time.
I'm Reverend Joy L. Gallmon, and I'm a committed leader.
Reverend Joy Gallmon is intelligent, introspective, a leader,
caring, loving, dedicated, thoughtful, she's deliberate, she's consecrated, she's conscientious,
compassionate,
Spiritual, powerful, prepared, dynamic.
Wonderful. And I can't go on. Thank you, Jesus. I feel all my hope, all my joy is
My senior year in high school, Sister Monroe she and some of the other ladies were talking, and one mentioned that I was the first African can't be right. And going home and talking with my parents about it and realizing that it was true. And so it had never occurred to me that a young girl of color had never served in that capacity before. There was a baby that had a chest pop. And finally one of the nurses told me that my parents had a baby because they could not take care of it. And so I would go every chance I would get and just hold him and feed him. I don't know what happened, but that was my first introduction.
I'm Reverend Joy L. Gallmon, the candidate for the office of Executive Director